I'd like to welcome my next guest to the revamped Porter TV show. We taking it off. I said I'm going to get off camera because I'm on camera enough with the podcast. So we've been trying to do this interview with this man for a long time, man. Deuce2Much, man.
What's up?
What's going on, man? Welcome to Porter TV, man. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm great. How you feeling?
I can't call it, man. I'm blessed. And we've been trying to do this for a while, man. Paulie Flex reached out to me about you, and the pandemic had went on, and so I was like, I'm not doing nothing right now. And I also asked him for an interview, but you know, we didn't get to that yet. But how the family and all of them doing during this pandemic and this tough time? How the health, the family and stuff?
Everybody healthy. Everybody doing good. You feel me? Everybody taking care of their health and trying to maintain, stay strong.
Okay, you got your album is out. We gonna get into that. Forever Scarred. All right, now tell them where they can get it.
You can get my new album on Forever Scarred. You can get it on Apple Music, SoundCloud. It's on Spotify, YouTube. You can get it on all platforms. So
what I want to do with Porter TV, we want to get off into your story. We want to let the people know who you are, where you came up from. You've been rapping for a while. Where you grew up? What side of town did you grow up at? How was it growing up? Where you was at?
I grew up on the north side of Toledo. I was sticking the exit 207. My neighborhood, I don't consider my neighborhood a bad neighborhood.
It's not.
I mean, everybody had their different views on different places, but I ain't consider it bad. Like, you feel me? Things happen everywhere you go, but for the most part, you know, I was straight.
So, you grew up out Stickney. When did you discover you want to do music?
Like when I figured out, like, I actually want to, like, this what I want to do. I want to rap.
No, like, what was that first thing that clicked in your head? Like the first song, what just made you fall in love with the craft of music? What was it with, like, that one song you heard that was just like, you know what, I can do this just like they doing it? What was that one?
My first song was May 29th.
May 29th.
That was my first song.
So you skipped all the way. That's the first time you realized, you ain't realize you want to do music as a kid?
No. When the Flintstone Kid, all that, I never, like,
you didn't, and
I
let's
never
go into,
wanted to do music.
Let's get to that. Even with the Flintstone Kids, right? And explain to the people what the Flintstone Kids was. It was a group, right?
Yes.
So tell them what it was.
It was a educational rap group, I guess.
Who was all in the group?
To be honest, I can't even remember. I know it was like 12 of us. It was you had the girls. You had Renaya, Tanaya, Shania. Then you had me, Chachi, Momo, Darian. I don't know, but it was a lot of us.
And Chachi, so you and Chachi do a lot of music together. So y'all still rocking.
Yeah.
Y'all don't rock with nobody else in the group.
No, we all cool. We still
y'all
cool.
Y'all all still cool. All the Flintstone kids.
Cool.
Y'all ever talk about doing music?
No.
Y'all.
Like we can hang right. Like I talk to the girls side on the daily and everything. Like,
they don't want to do it no more.
They hate. All of us hate to even hear about it.
You hate the Flintstone.
Like every time somebody bring it up, we just laugh it off. Like
y'all be like, man, stop talking about that shit.
We won't say stop talking about it, but we just like we laugh it off. And
but like that. But that was kind of like I'll say as a big part of Toledo music history because y'all was selling out shows. Y'all had a bunch of kids
selling mixtapes. I might go try to find that mixtape now that I think about it and play it for my son.
I remember you did the Halloween. Y'all did the Halloween party, and that was my homeboy.
That was annual. We did that every year,
and it sold out every trip. Y'all made other people want to do that. How did you and Chachi what made y'all click? Well, I know what made y'all click as the group, but like, how was y'all relationship? Explain to me how y'all relationship is, man. It seems like y'all a brother.
Yeah, the group wasn't what made us click.
What made y'all click?
Me and Chachi. See, we stayed on the same street.
Yeah.
We was best friends when we was 5 years old.
Yeah.
We stayed on the same street. He moved on the street. See, my family had already stayed there 10 years prior to before I was born. So my family that's their block. Mm-hmm. Same spot where I stay at right now.
Yeah.
So Chachi moved on to the block when I was like 4. And he came down. He was looking for somebody new to play what we was playing. And we clicked up so easy that his mom ended up asking my grandma, like, I like him. Can like, do he got a godmom? I want this to be my god baby.
Yeah.
So moral of the story is his mom is my godmom.
That's
so
dope.
we always been fam. We always been brothers. Like stayed in a like real like his mom could beat the dog living snot out of me.
Yeah.
And tell my parents like I just did it. Like that's how close we always been. So still to this day, like when we link up on songs and stuff, like we really together on a daily basis every single day.
Yeah.
I was just with him earlier. I mean, I think about it, he just pulled up and we.
And I think he's one of the bright stars just like yourself. And I just always want to know about that history. And y'all boys is good at ball. A lot of people know y'all good in ball, like football. You are an athletic dude, bro. Do you ever?
Chachi, top dog, man. The man.
I seen him. He going to college. That's a blessing.
Yeah, he going to college.
He can rap. That's a lot. That's very, very, very big. So the kids. We talk about the kids. How do it feel? Because you're a very popular rapper. Like, because you meet a lot of guys that's popular that rap, and they don't have a fan base. You got it all around. Like kids really look up to you. Like when my kid listen to you. Like how does that make you feel when you when the kids come up to you, the youth recognize you for your talents?
I love it because for one, I feel like a lot of rappers today they so busy on trying to create an image that they want and try to be the biggest baller and the biggest and all that. But I feel like I can say something in my songs and the kid will listen to me. You can't say nothing and the kid will listen to you.
Yeah.
Like I can say something and the kid will really say, like, I can tell a kid, like a kid mom could be telling him not to do something. Then if I be like, no, you tripping, like chill out, like it happened sometimes before, like on certain different situations. They be like, okay, and like a kid will really listen to me. Like I don't know why, but all kids love me. But I love it. And kids don't mean no harm to the world.
Yeah. And that's big that you recognize. A lot of young men your age don't recognize that the youth is looking at them. You you pointed that out like real fast. So you recently was incarcerated, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long was you incarcerated?
I did 10 months.
10 months.
Yeah.
How was in 10 months? How did you get through it? Matter of fact, what did you get out of doing them 10 months? Like, what did you just sit down?
So you want me to trash the other question and answer?
Do both.
Okay. So the first one was, how did I get through the 10 months?
Yes.
And the second one was, what did I learn?
Yeah.
Okay. So I got through the 10 months literally by taking it. I wouldn't even say I took it day by day. I just say, yeah, I did take it day by day. Because the only thing that got me through the days was mail. I got the most. They told me I had the most mail that the facility ever had. Like
a lot of people reached out to you.
I got mail every single day. A lot of people, most people was getting mail. If you lucky, you will get mail 3 times throughout the week. I got mail every single day. Now it had been stretches. The longest I went was 2 days without no mail. So it had been times where like, oh, he ain't get no mail. Like when I didn't get mail, people used to be surprised. Like the officers, the guards and stuff used to be like, what, hands ain't getting no mail today? Like, but that's the only thing that helped me get through because...
Was it people like, was there a lot of family, was a lot of friends?
It was family, friends,
was it like fans?
It was people I didn't know, like it was crazy. Like,
and that got you through it?
Hectic, like, I think the most, one day I got like 23 letters in one day.
And you read them all, right?
Yeah, and you ain't got nothing else to do. You ain't got nothing else to do.
What was the one letter that you got that you would sit back like, wow? That one person that wrote you and you were just so surprised?
I don't know. I think it'd either be out of when I got the letter about my 1 million views. That definitely was one of the top ones. When I got a letter and they told me I got the 1 million views on the song.
You was on the top of the world that one night. You was just
that
like,
one. No, I was on top of the world my whole stay there.
Your whole stay.
My whole stay. Because people who was coming in and out, like, you gotta think it's constantly people coming in and out. Like,
Yeah.
when you fighting the case, you gotta be where everybody go when they first catch. So whoever coming in and out, or staying, as they coming in, they come in fresh off the world. So they telling me stuff about my music videos that I don't know because I'm in here. Like, they coming in here kind of.
Okay.
The longer I'm in there, the more people starting to come in here, like, kind of like I'm a star or something. Like,
was you writing it in there?
Yeah, I wrote a lot.
Because some artists go to jail and they say, I didn't write nothing.
It's so crazy. I know everything. Like, I got a whole notebook full of stuff that I know is like, it's going to shake people up. Flexton already told me, like, it'll shake people up and everything, but I haven't recorded not one of the songs that's in that notebook yet.
Not with
since
that.
I've been out.
You haven't?
Not one. Because the problem is, like, I got full songs wrote.
Yeah.
So I would have to get beats made customly to fit what I was saying.
Yeah.
And that's more time consuming than just having somebody make a beat and you write to it. So I guess I gotta just take the time one day to get something on. But
I'm gonna tell you to keep them as long as you can, because I see it's a lot of rappers that do that shit. Like Nas, I see Nas got the Lost Tapes. I think Kanye, Tupac even have a Lost Tape album. Are You Still Down? So, and they actually slept on good tapes, like good music. So I say keep them. You know what I'm saying? Wait till it's that time to release, and it could be a year, 2 days, 5 years, 20. You never know. So move at your own pace. What I'm trying to say with that shit, because that shit, I know that shit in that book, it got to be deep. That got to be some of your, probably your best music.
it is.
For the heart.
I got one song in there that I'm scared to drop. Like, sometimes when I write stuff, I be like, people might think you crazy, like, cause I really talk about certain stuff, like, and I went through a lot of stuff in jail. So one thing that I was talking about, like, I feel like if people hear me, they gonna think I'm either playing or they gonna be like, man, this man crazy, like, cause I was explaining a whole little rundown of something that I went through in there, but it was something real deep.
Like, was there some tough nights in there?
Yeah, definitely. It was tough nights in there, a lot.
Well, you was just like, man, because you was young in there.
But I was good for, like, I stayed with a smile on my face in there. Like, all the staff, they loved me. They still love me to this day. Because, like, they knew, like, you feel me? I stayed helping other people, like, encouraging other people to stay up. Like, I was one of them. I wanted, you feel me?
You kept a high head.
Yeah,
basically.
But, I mean, it was a lot of nights when behind my cell, I went in there, broke down, you feel me? You do that. Like, you feel me?
Was there a time that when you was like, man, I might not get out. I might not see the light of day. Because a lot of people was like, let's keep it real. In the streets, people talk. Let's be real. People talk. A lot of people go, man, that motherfucker, he ain't getting. You know what I'm saying? You know how they are.
Oh, no.
You know how they are.
Man, I heard it all.
There's a lot of people that probably be in your face that counted you out and you would never know.
There's so many girls to this day that be trying to talk to me, but when I was in there, it was saying, like, oh, he about to do it, like, talking bad, but girls.
Did you still slaughter them?
Definitely. Why would I not?
That's all that matters, man.
Joke's on you, but it definitely was time. Matter of fact, I told myself that that's what helped me be positive in there, actually. Because when I first got in there, I used to tell myself, like, I'm like, man, I'm getting out, man. I ain't do nothing wrong. I'm getting out. This was like for the first month. Then
CJ Mack and this damn flaw.
yeah, that was like for the first month. But I had a group of dudes. I was actually cool with 2 dudes that was in there for murder. One of them was had already been down for a year, and one of them been down for 2 years already.
Are they older niggas?
No, they my age. Like, I knew them when they was out. Like, they was my peoples when they was out. So when I went to jail, I already knew them. So happened they both was in there. So when I got there, they basically, like, they telling me, but they kind of not trying to break it off on me. Like, you ain't. They kept saying, like, man, you ain't going home in no 2 weeks, but like you might be able to get out of here in 4 months. Like they said. In my head, I'm like, man, 4 months? I'm not about to sit in here for no 4 months. They like, all right, bro, like, da-da-da. So after I went to court a few times, one day I came back after the court day, I'm like, man, I'm in here for the rest of my, I don't know why, I'm like, I'm in here for the rest of my life. I'm like, I'm in here, I ain't about to stress. But then later on that night, I told myself, like, you ain't in here for the rest of your life, but I think it was something in the Bible that we went to church in there, and they said, I don't know why. I know y'all going through hard times in here, but I don't know why y'all stress yourself out about what's going to happen at court or what the judge going to say or anything, because nothing y'all think or do is going to change what they going to say. Like, no matter what I do, that court date still going to be that same day at that same time, and they still going to go for the same mood no matter what.
Yeah.
So I just try to make my time the best that I possibly could. I started reading in there. I read a lot of books. Smile, exercise.
So you get to that point. So it's skip to the point, to the boom. You find out you're getting out. What was that feeling? Like, how did that? Tell me the story on like how that process go. Like, how did you, like, where was you at that time you found out, like, damn, I'm coming home, and they told you?
I didn't. I didn't.
You ain't know?
No, my peoples kept it a secret from me, kinda, because I had a bond.
Yeah.
I got a bond. I had one judge. I had a judge across. I had one judge, so he set my bond.
Yeah.
But the way he said it, it was low. It was only like 100,000. So we like, you coming home? I'm like, y'all put this right here, and get me out of here.
Yeah.
2 days after I get that bond, my judge catches DUI.
Yeah.
My judge. So they tell me, like, now your judge getting switched. So this bond that he set doesn't matter, because even if I bond out, I can. But you got to meet with this different judge in a month. So if he set your bond higher, you going right back to jail. So I'm like, there ain't no point in me doing that. I'm about to just wait and see what this judge say.
Yeah.
So I had to sit for a month. Then my court day had ended up getting rescheduled like twice. So I ended up sitting for like 2 months before I got another bond. So when I went back to that final judge, he set it at the $250,000, the 250. So when I went back, I told myself, like, it was 100. We almost did.
Yeah.
It's 250 now. So I'm like, I'm cool. I don't even want to bond out. I'm like, I'm already comfortable. Let my time go ahead. I told my family, like, because they like, we can get the extra whatever it's going to be if you need it. I'm like, I'm cool. Let me do my time. I'm cool. I'm already in here. I'm already routine. I'm cool. So they like, all right, you feel me? My dad and my mom, they know, like, I always been a kid, but they always let me make my own decision even when I was a kid. So
Yeah.
and then my dad, he got tough love, so he like, shit, you saying you gonna sit it out? Like go ahead. But my granny, she ain't give it up. So she like, I gotta get my baby out of there. My granny don't play about me. So now my dad, like, it's my son. I gotta make it happen. You feel me? Even though he said that's what he wanted to do. So they went behind my back. Like, they was coming to visit me, everything, still not telling me nothing.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know I was getting out. And one day, they just came and got me.
That moment.
Yeah.
It was deep. You thinking about it, it was deep. It was deep.
Yeah, it was real deep, because what made it even deeper is when they call, every time you get released, they call your name over speaker. Like, can I have such and such sale for release? See, I used to always ignore them, because I told myself, like, I'm not getting released. Home. Like, I used to, people get released all day from different units, different. Like, you hear over, it go on the speaker through all units.
Yeah. Even
if it's not nobody in your unit. So when they said my thing, everybody just like froze. And within like 2 minutes, guards from every different unit was pouring in, running in, crying, hugging me, like, oh my God. Like crying, giving me, like, it took me, like, I was upstairs for like 30 to 35 minutes before they released me to my property back and stuff, just talking to guards and stuff. They was coming to hug me and stuff. So I'm like, everybody just was like shell shocked, I guess. I don't know.
You felt like Rocky. You beat it.
Yeah, it definitely was probably one of the best moments in my life.
Because you was just like, it was over.
Yeah.
You really thought it was over. So you get out and you go record your first song.
Yeah.
How was that?
Oh, that it was great. It just felt good because like every night, like, well, not even every night, but some nights I used to just lay down and I used to just stare up at the ceiling, like, just try to rap, like, just rap about anything, though. Like, even if I was mad at myself, like, I rap and dog myself, like, I just rap about anything, like, just to help me release some stress. So when I got out, man, I went to the studio that night. It was my first day out. I went straight to the studio, and I was the only one recording, but we was there like 60 deep, like we was deep that night, like, and everybody, it just was all good vibes. Everybody happy, and I'm recording and whatnot. It just was a good night. It felt good to just record and have fun, like, cause I couldn't just do that where I was just sat less than 24 hours ago, like. So it just felt good to finally be able to do
You get that song done, because it's something I always wanted to tell you. This is a story I always wanted to tell you. Because you was locked up when I thought about it. Because I just remember, you used to always tell me, this is when I first started DJing. Probably before. You used to always hear me like, man, I got some music, bro. I got some music, bro. I was like, oh, yeah, okay, for real. And then I remember Bunny used to be like, man, you know, this little deucey. I was like, all right, man. I kind of blew it. I blew it off. But I'd be like, man, I be moved. I just, sometimes, I don't know, I be in my own world. And I remember you had sent me some songs. You probably don't remember this. I think you sent me songs or Bunny sent me songs. One of y'all sent me some music. And I played. I was in the upgrade. This when you were locked up. And I played it. And I watched the video. And I went home and watched the video. It's the one, what was it? It was with the girl at the docks, I believe.
Oh, Money Maya.
Fire. Crazy. I was like,
Females
do some
love that
more.
song.
I played it, man. And I played it, true story. I played it one night, and Young Buck like, man, who is that?
You said, who said that?
Young Buck. It's an upgrade. Like, man, who is that? Small little dude, Deuce. He locked out right now. He was like, man, that shit. He like, that little dude. All right, it was a song, like, I had it on there. I just played on it. I don't know what's it. Something just I think I thought about you that day. You got ran across my mind, man. I seen Tiffany, and you just ran across my mind. Like, damn, man, where's he okay? And I played it just randomly. I didn't even put it in my. I was like, damn. And listen, like, yeah, that's hard. And he came up there and said it. And I said, I'm gonna say you the story when you get out. I didn't even. I was like everybody else. I'm just praying because you hear the story of what went on. And I went for my gut. I'm like, man, he getting out. He just got to wait. You got to sit sometimes. God sent you down for a reason. Mm-hmm. You know. So you get out. And I will get to the. I want to get into you and Paulie relationship because you got a lot of relationships with people, higher power people. From Paulie to, I want to get to a Bunny relationship too, but tell me about Paulie, you and his relationship.
Paulie is my cousin,
yeah.
But my whole life, we always called each other brothers. Like, from when I was a kid, like, I'm the oldest of my siblings.
Yeah.
So, he was always like my big brother, like, you feel me, he who I was following after as a little kid, so. It's my big brother or whatever. So now that we got the music thing popping off, he more of a manager / big brother. And like it's split in half now. So we two different people to each other.
Yeah, that's amazing. And how he's doing?
He good. He's strong. He good. We talk. He FaceTime me when he can. We talk. He doing good though.
He in good spirits.
Getting back healthy. Oh yeah, he definitely he's still joking. Still cracking jokes.
That's a blessing. Prayers to the family. I want to get on you and Robert Easter, Bunny relationship. How do y'all click tight?
Bunny, that's my big cousin. That's my big cousin, but I really can't explain me and Bunny relationship. Like I don't know. We just rock. Like it always been me and him.
Cause he always took you under his wing.
Yeah, like we rock.
He always took you under his wing.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to you earlier off camera. We talked about you being sharp. I want to commend you on camera because I feel like a lot of people go through the situation with you and the jail time and all of that and like get a second chance and go right back. We see it, all artists around the world do it. But it's like you got out and you got it. I want to commend you on that. And you move sharper, faster, smoother, smarter. I want to commend you on that. And I want to talk about now your album, Forever Scarred. Why the name Forever Scarred?
The name Forever Scarred is basically because like I just feel like I'm gonna be forever scarred for the rest of my life. Like I think it's just self-explanatory that I'm forever scarred for the rest of my life due to situations that happen over my life. Like they all left different scars on me.
What's your favorite song that you record on the album?
Man, I don't know. I really don't know.
If you sitting down and Diddy on the other side of the motherfucking table.
I tell him, you pick your poison. You click any one because I really don't know which one I like the most. And everybody tell me different ones. They be like, man, that's like.
Cause you got stars on the album already.
Yeah, I know, and the stars is surprising for real.
The mine is the YNIC.
And that's
the one, just me. I like that. I like the whole album.
Heard that a lot.
I like the whole album. I love the whole album. May 29th. That's a deep record. You want to go into that?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
What you want to talk about? Let's talk.
Where did the concept of May 29th come from?
The concept of May 29th was basically like after the situation happened, that happened with Ty or whatever. Me and Chachi, it happened on the same block we grew up at, where we met each other at. So everybody was there. You feel me? Aunties crying, family crying, and at this point, like we young, but we consider we the men in the family. So I mean, we after we made sure everybody was straight, we like it's time for us to let our end out. Like you feel me? Our stress out. So we like, I just pull up to the studio. So long story short, we end up going to the studio and we just Chachi had some beats in his phone, and once he played that one, we looked at each other. We like, we about to do this, and we got on there and we just was like freestyling, and that's how it happened. And at the end, Chachi was like, we should name this May 29th, like the day everything happened. Like roll with it, and it ended up just being what it ended up being. I don't know.
Anybody want to shout out? I see you got the North phone, man.
Yeah, I want to say shout out to North, shout out to Nook. You feel me? Shop North, represent for my neighborhood.
Who else you want to shout out, man?
Give shout out to.
I turn on the album.
Shout out to my brothers, all my day one brothers, JB, Corey, Chris, Delvey, Momo. You feel me? All my brothers that been helping me and pushing me to keep working. You feel me?
And what else we can expect music wise after anything coming on?
It's about to get crazy. It's about to get crazy.
You got a show coming up.
Like now, I I have to look at my thing. I know I got like maybe two shows coming up, but yeah, it's about to get crazy because I got a lot of features that I'm doing or that I already did that I haven't released. Like, cause I was creating my own lane first. So now it's about to got some tricks up my sleeve.
So that's it for the TV, the revamp for the TV, man. I want to shout out B Visuals, man, CJ Mack, man. I want to say thank you for coming on. You know, proud of you. Shout out your social media too.
Oh yeah, follow me on Instagram at Deuce DEUCE .2Much TMUCH. Facebook Divine Hands DVONHANDS. I don't even really know my Twitter name. I don't get on Twitter like that, man.
You don't do Twitter?
I mean, I got a lot of followers on Twitter. Actually,
I'm telling Twitter
never
old
be on
people
there.
thing now.
Dog, I'll be seeing a lot of people say they be on there. I just don't get off into it. I'm an IG person.
Alright.
Instagram is where is my spot. That's my lane.
Well, that's a wrap. Thank you for coming, my brother. Till next time. This ain't gonna be this the first, but it ain't gonna be the last. So we out.
Appreciate it.